Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another video here on Free Will Photos. And today I want to kind of address some questions that came up after I recently published a video showing how you can use PureRAW 6 with On1 Photo RAW. And this is going to be a little bit more technical, but I'm not going to dive deep into the technicalities. I'm just going to show, I guess, some of my observations of the issue that is at hand, and then try to give some ways of working through that problem. So that way, if you want to use DxO PureRAW 6 alongside your photo editor, maybe this is something for you to consider. Now, with that being said, there are a number of sales going on, and I have quite a few affiliate coupons and links down in the description box below. And so if any of the programs that I showcase in today's video are of interest to you and you want to save some money, as well as helping out the channel at the same time, consider using those links and coupon codes found in the description box below. I do make a small commission from everyone who uses them, but that's at no extra cost to you. And so it's a win-win overall. Now let's go ahead and jump into the computer and take a look at what we have going on here with PureRAW 6 files going into our RAW editors. So here we are inside of the computer, and I want to start off in Luminar Neo because this is where the problem was first brought to my attention. And so you'll notice that I have two files here, and these are both raw images that I've processed using DxO PureRAW. And you can see that Luminar Neo is reading them as a raw file. And so if I click on this first one over here and I click on edit, then you'll see that Luminar Neo isn't actually giving me the raw badge. Even if I come over here to edits, you'll notice that I haven't done anything to the image. And so at first glance, it's like, well, Luminar Neo doesn't read the DNG files as raw files inside of Luminar once you export it. But let me show you this file here. Export it from DxO PureRAW 6 as well. And if I click on edit, you'll notice that it's reading it. And look, I now have the ability to edit this as a raw file here with the camera profiles available to me and everything, just like you would in a normal raw editing workflow. So you're probably wondering, well, Chris, how the heck did you even do that? Because you want to solve this problem, especially if you're using Luminar Neo. So let me show you how you can do it. All right, now here we are inside of PureRAW 6, and it doesn't matter how you process your image over on the details page. What matters is how you export your image. And it's really just one setting inside of the export module. And so if we come over here to the output format, we're going to check DNG because that's what is giving us that raw conversion that we really want. But you get two options of how that raw conversion is going to happen. It's either uncompressed or it's high fidelity compression. Now, the problem is coming in with the high fidelity compression version of the image that's coming out of DxO PureRAW 6. Now, this isn't an issue in all editors, and I'm going to show you that to be the case here in a second, but this isn't an issue in all editors. My recommendation and the easy fix to getting that raw workflow inside of Luminar Neo specifically is to use the uncompressed version. Now, you're probably wondering, like, well, Chris, what's the difference between uncompressed and high fidelity compression? And really, it's a file size, like the size of the file that's actually output. That's the major difference. There are probably some additional differences, but as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I'm not going deep into the technical stuff. I just want to help you solve the problem so you can get your creative workflow out into the world a little bit faster. And really, all it comes down to is if you check this button or this selection of uncompressed, that's going to solve your problem. If storage is an issue for you, then consider taking all of your original raw files, the ones that come straight out of your camera, and putting those into a zip file after you have already exported your DNGs from PureRAW 6, because essentially you don't need those raw files immediately. You may even be able to delete them. I'll let you choose for your workflow if that makes sense. I'm not recommending that anyone deletes their raw files before you've vetted that you don't need them anymore. But you're going to have the DNG version, which is a raw file, and that's going to help you edit your images. Now, let me show you inside of On1 Photo Raw how this process works, because I have both the compressed version, which is down here, and I have the uncompressed version, which is up here. And so I'm just going to go ahead and double click on the compressed version. This is the same file that I opened inside of Luminar Neo just a second ago. And you'll notice that once it gets done reading inside of On1 Photo Raw, I still have access to my camera profiles, and I can still edit the white balance in the Kelvin scale instead of the point scale, unlike if this were not being read as a raw file. And so I want to be clear, not every editor is going to give you the problem that I showcased with Luminar Neo. And I'll be honest, it may not even really be a problem, because all you have to do is hit that uncompressed option when you export your image, and then you'll be able to work in a raw workflow. There is the really quick and simple method of resolving this problem. Now, of course, I'm only showcasing this in 2 programs because those are the only 2 programs that I really have access to that this issue has, I guess, kind of presented itself. But ultimately, if you are curious, you can go and download trial versions of all of these programs and test them out, see how it works for you. Now, if you find that you like the programs, and I think you're going to find 1 or 2 of the programs of value, then consider using the coupon code that is down in the description box below. It's going to be variable, or it varies between the program that you are looking at picking up. But again, those are affiliate coupons and links, which means I make a commission from everyone who uses them, but it's at no extra charge to you. I greatly appreciate everyone who supports the channel in that way. Now, if you got questions, leave it in the comment section below, because if it's something just like this, then I'll make a video showing how I would approach solving the problem. So that way you don't have to sit there and be stuck. All right. This is a community here over on Freewheel Photos, and we want to help each other just master the software so you can actually do what matters the most, which is get your creative vision out and into the world. So with that, until next time, I want you to stay inspired and keep creating. Peace.